to play against.
So we haven't seen yet whether or not this is a 3 or a 5 ogre.
Looks like Fnatic thinks it's a 3, but you never know. Could be getting debated, eh?
They're a hard. I honestly think like.
Why?
It's just like another buff. It's like initiation. It's save.
You don't think it's just an ogre off lane?
It's good in lane versus Jug. I'm saying if they pick the off lane, leave.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Otherwise, like if they don't pick, otherwise I think it's off lane.
They're not getting meepoed by Fnatic. We saw earlier in the season a lot of teams were just forgetting. Oh, wait a minute, that's Abed. We probably should ban that hero.
Just some say.
Seconds
A hero that just
remaining.
walks in and doesn't care about positioning. You could do like counter initiation like Warlock. Like I think that's why they banned the Wyvern, right?
Definitely need some crazy.
Ban the Wyvern.
They did ban Meepo. They banned out the crazy last pick. I don't think you need to get.
You say it like it's gonna happen for sure. Well, only 2 years.
Well,
left.
I'm saying like you're saying they have to get like crazy with the last pick. Oh wow!
Vengeful Spirit.
I haven't seen that hero in.
So is that the 5? You think?
That's probably a 5. That is a save. I like that. It's a
The
counter
save,
initiation save. Okay, it wasn't
Really
exactly
good
what
against
I
Mag.
envisioned. Yeah, and it also is really good against Jug.
Yeah.
The amount of physical damage that bench applies to herself and her entire team against lifestealer type heroes with the very
10
annoying.
seconds remaining.
I mean, you can't really pick Brood against Ember,
5
can?
seconds
I feel like it's a
remaining.
monkey.
Almost. Dang.
It's a Ven.
I'm not liking it. It's.
I mean, you're right. Not wrong. It's
good against lifestealer. Like
Good against
it's
Ember and
power,
Ogre,
it's-
probably,
Yeah, it's
in
good
lane.
in lane against Ember.
What about just a DK?
You could go DK too. Just like if they're going for like the hard lane counter, you're going. Go some, like what is there any other like flashy mid hero for Abed that like
Storm?
Lane? Storm? I'd be okay with Storm. Their only lockdown really is the Rubik.
A lot of damage. They have a Ven. They got potential multicasts.
Well, you
Just
want a hero that
chains.
runs around, right? Like you want an active hero. Mag in the early game's not. Jug, Pape, but he's more of a hero.
But do you guys like Magnus as a 3? I've always heard it's just like, why not put him as 4 and get a better hero?
I tend to play him very like Greaves.
He used to do HOD. Buff his creep. and
Definitely
cut
not
waves.
going to do.
Hopefully not versus a lifestealer
Yeah,
after what we just saw.
Please don't.
Well, they're using all their time here. 10 seconds left. First game of TI for both teams here. Pretty important. You never know. This could just be the tempo. You could just go on a 6-0 roll today or a 0-6 roll, depending on how you start. And it is the DK.
Choose your
I don't mind the DK.
I actually like Fnatic's draft more because I think I like DK because I want a stun and I want somebody that can frontline. Like you needed some beef. And DK, you get the natural armor. No one can really buy break on E. And you now have this ability to push. Like it's Jug, DK, Mag. Like this is just a basic combination that's been successful throughout the years. You got a CM aura too, so you can spam Breathe Fire to farm. It's just a right setup for DJ. I actually lean Fnatic here. I feel like EG's lineup is far too single fights lacking as well.
How's the DK
Trade. I actually
Is it
think it might be DK favored. And
check what's deep? Okay, so it does break.
10 seconds
level
remaining.
1.
Yeah.
It's more that you actually just like
5
hit
seconds
Ember
remaining.
and you're not as reliant on. So have I think slightly more base. Neither.
I always like to trim my 53 on DK.
I usually just click and then type it in.
He has 57. I think as a lifestealer, it makes it really play Dota against Danju said, and then they have like a lot of follow-up. Lifestealer.
I'll be honest, guys. For a first draft TI, I'm not a huge fan. And I'm not saying that they're, you know, probably still going to Fnatic that drafting edge, but you compare the look of this lineup to what PSG LGD had in those students, right? It just looks like the LGD side just had a layer or two more of complexity that sort of just gave their draft more, like just more depth. Yeah. EG's just like, what's like their core game plan here, right? Oh, Arteezy will farm. We'll buff him.
Try to play him. Normal EG, it seems to be, we just want to outplay you.
I will say from a carry player's perspective, I think like the other games we saw, that was a pretty decent indicator of like the pace of the mid game and who went ahead. So despite the fact that I kind of like Fnatic's game plan, I have to believe EG's same team they've always been, predicate themselves on like snowballing the lane quite easily, possibly do.
We see the same Ogre build we saw in the first game, just the stout Orb of Venom, one set of tangos. We do see a smoke. We don't see many smokes anymore out of the base. They want to get something down. They have Dubu with a ward. Obviously, they have the lockdown if they need. Dark Willow as a sentry. Doesn't look like they'll find anyone. Well, RTZ is chilling here. Has a ward of his own.
Looks like the ogres are just
30 seconds to battle.
Yep, makes sense. You don't need mana if you're...
And Bloodlust.
Yeah, like, you also don't need health regen. 5 points.
Pretty damn good.
That's...
I didn't realize it was that high. That is insane.
Yeah, it's like...
This just doesn't look... 3 heroes in the bottom of the tree. They're all the same.
They're like stunning.
Just stun them.
Like single target stunning.
I was gonna say they're all single target disables, but they don't really have anything on Fnatic that like they don't have some multi-target type hero.
I feel like the innate survivability of draft below ult, like that to
so the fact that they have like AoE combo team fight with the mag
and they just
Willow.
tank through, you're not going to be able to just immediately execute a kill as EG. You're going to have to, it'll take time.
So we'll see how this first level, middle one, looks like Sumail wins the block battle here. Breathe fire. Last hit. I love just watching middle. Nothing more soothing than just watching people last hit.
Hey, this is Sumail versus Abed as well. You ask for a minute.
And this was, I mean, this was one of the biggest matchups in NA for a while when he was on Digital Chaos. And it does look like there's a full tri-lane coming up top, though. And we got Ice Ice's DJ as well as Dubin. It looks like they're doing some crazy stuff, pulling the creeps away. Fly. He's going to try to take him. Will he make it? Looks like it.
Maybe this is the approach to Ogre. Just like let your carry get solo farm for a bit. Give levels underneath the tower. Now that the lane's going to kind of bring out. Usually it does this on the... And that's exactly what they're doing, so... See the idea behind it, because you're not going to beat the Ogre. Not ever killing guy. As Kyle said, even when you... guy, you're just expending so much resource. Like, he just comes back.
Remember, like, it's like an offlane Abaddon from, like, a year ago, but, like, way better in lane with a stun.
Yeah.
You can't deny yourself, but... Okay, well, it's not really the
you're
same
giving
at all.
some. You're giving. It's the same, except for 9
it's just
differences.
completely different.
Dude, what is... We've got some creeps just running all over the map. Dubu's taking these the long way. Arteezy is trying to pull them to connect them again,
It's called the scenic route, I believe.
Taking a... You guys hikers or no?
Yes.
Of course you are.
Well,
that's such a BSJ.
Dude, I love hiking.
Dude,
I'm with you.
I'm a
My mom loves
splunker.
hiking, Mom.
A splunker? You've never been splunking once in your life.
No, I haven't. That was a BSJ voice.
Oh, okay.
He's tell me you haven't explored a cave, BSJ.
I have not explored.
You know what? I lied. I bet you play golf.
I do.
I play golf.
Yeah. Not very well, but I play golf. Define play, you know. It's like, do you play Dota? You know.
Yeah, you seem like you'd probably do better in a sport with time.
So why did Sumail just leave the regen down here? Does he assume like? Why did he leave it down there? Because he walked down there. Is he just gonna go pick it up after he pushes
The lane
this?
bottom is like kind of controlled by crit, right? Like you see how he's zoning the Willow for the most. He's kind of like a barrier that he knows that DK's not gonna walk for it. Use up more resources before.
Emergency Grant, you gotta change the order. Blast it to the number.
Yo,
oh my god.
There we go. There we go.
I looked at it and I just...
You couldn't do it. Wonder what happened. Someone must have touched my computer. You know, I'm usually perfect with the observing, so obviously someone else made a mistake somewhere here, but, you know, I won't call anyone out. Yeah, it was Kyle. He set me up just to call me out. He's like, I'm going to get this dumbass.
I'm going to bring attention to it since he hasn't noticed.
Oh, my goodness. And now after that, well, they get crit down bottom. Looks like we just throw it down. You get the stun in the bramble.
I was going to say, this Jug pick is nice in the sense that at least you have kill potential. You were talking about why we don't want to kill the Ogre, but at least you don't expend too much, right?
Yeah.
Of course, they get port there, but you can't ever trade against Ogres. You need kill lanes to beat them.
Yep. And even then, you're like, look at this. Doesn't have spin yet. Down for 4 seconds, and he has 8 stick charges.
Well, he's getting run at. I don't believe. And there's the healing ward.
I feel like he could have like ran the other direction, like just left.
Did Dubu block him?
I think Dubu.
And he
pathed, right?
I think the pathing.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that's what happened actually. 100%.
That's a rough one because you get crit first blooded, but then all of a sudden you just lost your carry when you probably shouldn't have.
Yeah. So just to clarify, because I know there's a lot of new viewers, a lot of noobs chat.
Hello.
What we're saying is, so Dubu TP'd, but like was blocking the.
He was right clicking somewhere to the left of where Dubu TP'd.
Yeah, exactly. So if Dubu's standing like, Dubu's like right. I think like you get it.
And then he's like doing some sort of like over here figure eighting. Yeah.
And the way pathing in Dota works, like it still tries to take you to that location, but it can't.
Blocked.
So it finds
in the direction you're trying to go. Yeah.
And you know what's good about that? Phase boost. Oh, another good use for that great
item. You know
item.
what else is good? Binding a direct movement key in your options. It allows you to move in a direction regardless if the path's blocked.
But even then, like, if you're in the moment right there, you're not going to realize you're getting blocked by a support who just TP'd in. Because the problem is it went from not being blocked to blocked. You know what I mean?
Maybe you should just play with more Legos.
Well, but is he going to get both the range creep denies? He does.
Oh, value stuff. He's just 1-1-3 it up with double bracer. I like it.
This is how you play against damage. This is why you're favored, because you just tank the damage, and as you just saw, you just stun for denies.
This is like a timber saw type play.
Okay. You're just chilling.
But Ember just can't get denies, especially with the double bracer build. Like, he's 1300 health.
Belt of strength.
Yeah. This is great, and I feel like this is ideal for Fnatic. You're going to be able to control the tempo of this game. Another issue with EG's lineup, where's the tower damage? They've absolutely none. They're effectively, to your point, Grant, you know, they came into the game saying, we're better, we're going to be better, and we'll win the game.
I just want to point out that a really cool move by Abed here, flying out a Sal. Full health with, pretty sure his plan is to like tank the tower. Yeah, that's a really cool little.
You got the siege unit.
Yeah, like I think this is something I wouldn't have expected him to.
Definitely not something you would.
Yes, yeah. This requires like 2 or 3 steps ahead.
See? Looks like they're going to fight for this 6-minute rune, actually. Snow goes forward. There will be a stun. They're going to move on forward. Dubu looks to fall here and will go down. Is a rune picked up bottom? It's actually DJ will scoop up an invis rune. See if they want to get something Abed.
Oh, I like this. He's going to try and defend his catapult.
Yep. He can. Looks like he can for now, at least.
That's really cool. That's a play. You don't want Sumail to just use that flame guard to get next wave.
And they're going to bring even more to defend this. They just want to push this tower. They know what they want. Bottom lane. It is an invis on DJ still. S4. It's a tough kill, especially since he will be level 5.
He's not level 6 yet on Jug either.
Not there's going to be the stun. Jab's not going to be level 6. Will they just run at him? There's going to be the stun. Will he spin, try to get this kill? He's just going to run around. He is spinning, but I'm pretty sure he just loses right click bell. There's going to be 2 TPs coming in. There's a healing ward as well, just juking around. They're going to move forward. Jab's in a little bit of trouble. They do lose the vision, though. Wave of Terror is actually going to miss. There we go. The Fly will find him, and they get a kill.
He aggroed the tower right before he spun. So
he tanked like 6 tower hits. But look at this middle lane, Abed. He protected his siege unit you talked about, Kyle. Now he might just get a tower.
The idea of the siege unit protecting is so much pressure being created in the minute that EG responds somewhere else like they did. So even though they died bottom on Jug, like it's the ideal like way of doing this is to not die on Jug, but you're trying to force EG elsewhere so that you can do exactly what's happening mid. Tower is going to maybe get denied, maybe not. Nope, it goes down to the catapult.
Will they look for a kill here? There's going to be a wave of terror coming out, but guess what?
That's 4 heroes.
TP.
That's 4 heroes, and they just walk away. So that's really, like, despite the death on Jug, I think that was really well played by Fnatic, just because the idea is by keeping that catapult alive, it's like this looming threat. Like, as long as it's alive...
Middle's pressure.
Yes, exactly. And
it's still alive, my friend. It's going for tier 2. It wants blood. It wants more.
Okay, I don't know about that at 7.5, but I like the enthusiasm.
I love me some siege.
I think this is we're going to see entire tournament playing around the catapult, so finding the objective.
Ooh, Root will end up hitting on Fly. There will be a Bramble. Look at that.
Nice.
The breeze fire from the low ground. It's level 2. Gonna use the stun of it. And yeah, this will be a kill.
That was sick. They're playing real nice right now.
Friends
Fnatic.
Vlad's are.
I love that.
I'm like mixed feelings. Like, you know, most strength heroes nowadays just go phase
Radiant's
boots.
middle tower
Mag goes
is
like
under attack.
The fact is, he's more of like a lane player, and treads are probably the best boots for mag. And then you have armor problems, and he's going for flat.
Yep. It's just also more damage amp. It ensures it's just like that Jack of all trades item.
Yeah, I mean they nerfed Empower a long time ago to make it 10% less damage. So now you just buy Vlad's.
So do you guys like just Fnatic moving around the map kind of as this 4 or 5?
Yeah. See, compare top, look tower dead, look bottom.
Let's look.
There's a significant difference in the way these teams push towers.
Surprisingly, he is doing, dude, level, oh yeah, okay, he's only doing level 2 Bloodlust. It's not max last time, but yeah, they're not
even need to
this.
defend it. It's just
Defending itself. It's like, I got this.
I'm surprised that no one's coming down here though. Like there's heroes in the area. Fnatic's at the shrine. They can glyph.
S4 has a soaring, by the way. Like he's not going for the Midas. He had like 1,200 gold saved up and went for blade of attack plus fully invested in not Midas.
RT. I thought I precise my try.
See them right-click each other. TZ not too scared yet, as you said though. Could just get ulted by Mag, right-click down.
Generally speaking, the Lifestealer matchup for Lifestealer Jug, Lifestealer favored for like 3 items. Jug.
Is there ever an item build Lifestealer can go to not do that, or just all the builds pretty much get countered?
From what I understand, like by playing it out, it's mainly just the attack time is the problem. Like they're both heavy right clickers. Jug has 1 point.
And he's an agility hero, so eventually
he naturally just gets more attack speed without having attack speed.
Oh my goodness, there's gonna be the multicast into the death. Phase boots, soul ring, plus that wave of terror. S4 does a lot of damage.
Problem.
Dude, he's a lot scarier than, I mean, Chalice won that game, but like this ogre, he's already
playing
ready.
it like a core. Like the Chalice one was more of a 4 position out.
Like the secret style, as you said, yeah.
So far, so good, I'd say, for Fnatic, but still with the lead. I think just kind of, it's really the offlaner disparity. That's where the network.
Watching right-click battle going on. There's going to be open wounds.
Can't ult because go over.
Honestly, I like the way Arteezy's so he's forcing this to happen. What's happening right now?
Is he dead?
Yes.
He's just
That's
dead?
all because Arteezy just spent the last like 3 minutes running a jug every time he went up to him. That was like building up over the course of 3 minutes, which is really cool.
A lot of that, though, if you check out the ward on their own shrine, that's what's allowed Arteezy to play this way because he knows where Isis has been, farming jungle instead of threatening an RP top.
So anytime he moves this way, I'm backing up. Anytime he's not, I'm hitting you.
Yep.
I was discussing this with Gunnar because Gunnar has some like pretty crazy moves that he makes where he just randomly runs for heroes, and he's like, if I see heroes and I think I can run into them, I do it. It's like, it's just the same thing when you're farming. One of the highest skilled things to do as a player is knowing that you're allowed to just run at a guy.
Yeah.
Based on the information you have, the information he has.
It's always, it's funniest thing, it's probably the easiest way to identify bad players in like pro matches. Like I remember games like in NA qualifier against like Leviathan or something.
Yeah, some
I'd like TP like bottom, tier 2. I'm like a 5 position Jakiro, right?
Oh.
And they just back. Yeah. And I'm like, because I'm casting spells at the wave and they're afraid of me. And you got to be willing to, you know, push the envelope. Yeah, you got to play with risk.
Am I right? Like,
yeah, you gain information by taking risks. If you just continuously play passive, give the enemy team space.
Okay, we are smoked up on EG. Probably looking to rotate to this ogre. Kind of like you talked about this ogre's a problem. He's constantly pushing lane, and he's electing to go Midas after these like early game power items, and this enables his team to play around him like this.
Look at that, the catapult's still alive.
Bloodlusted.
Let's make a move around.
Oh, bloodlust catapult.
Are fortified.
Creep wave, they're making this move. This Willow's getting dope.
They might be making an alternate off because he knows about to show. Really good play by Arteezy.
There we go. DJ's still in there. Wave of Terror misses, but they find him now. The Sleight of Fist is there. They're going to move over. There is going to be a Terrorize, it looks like. Who's going to be on? Nope. Cancels it out.
That was so well played.
There's going to be a stun. It looks like Fly will go down here. A lot of TPs. 3 of them.
That was actually perfect. You could see, so like, they make this smoke move. It goes a little too long. The window to make the play has closed, so they bait it and immediately back. Like that's exactly how you have to play that scenario as EG. They force the rotate back bottom. Really cool.
Okay, this DK has the blink dagger if he wants to go. He's not buying it yet. He buys it. Is this like, what do you do with this now? You just smoke up, get a kill, or do you just run around with +1?
You just make some plays.
Yeah.
Get a couple kills, look to do Roche around that 18-minute mark or so.
I think your primary plays around Jug. Like anytime Jug has Omni, you just need to play on the same side of the map as him. So what Lifestealer was doing earlier, possible anymore.
I think a key point here is that the Fnatic lineup, specifically their 1 and 2, are very level dependent. You want 12 on Jug and 12 on Abed before you do anything crazy. Like really only what?
The Jug level 12 is not nearly as good.
Why is that?
It used to be that when it was flat Omni / damage. Really twice.
Oh, well, it's literally just 0.25.
Yeah, it's like virtually. It's funny that you said it because like I was literally like, oh, I'm level 12 on Jug, I'm strong now.
Let's go.
And then I looked at this and I was like,
wait, I get 1 extra? All right.
It's still like nice damage output, but it's like it used to be that like level 12 was
like plus 600, not plus 150.
Yeah, exactly. So it is still a ton of damage with the Empower, but you just want to play around Jug in the sense that you want this map pressure of the 2 heroes, the carries, farming. You want one of them to be pressured.
It's like some sort of gang going on middle. They will get bowled down.
This Willow Team B is actually invincible this game, right?
Yep.
Yeah, like there's no way to stop it.
Lift someone else into it.
Yeah, okay.
That's about it.
Or lift a creep, yeah, okay. Does that mean you don't level?
Ooh. I'll think. And I'll disagree.
I will.
No, yeah. So what's Rubik looking at this game? Is he just Steel Breathe Fire? I'm gonna farm creeps. Is there like any just like a Crystal Maiden ulti or something in a team fight he wants?
I think it's the RP primarily.
It's RP.
Yeah, especially against Mag Jug. Like it's just a game changer.
There we go. Sorry, net worth. Look at that. We are pretty much dead even here. Experience a little bit in favor of Fnatic by about 600-700.
This
so
Willow
very
is
even.
unkillable, actually. Think about it. They have to get the Rubik lift on the Willow.
Get the Yules. Oh, there's the Yules now. Will be a Bramble on the ground. Will skewer. Uh-oh. There's going to be a swap, though. Will it save Sumail? No, because the ulti comes out. And ice.
That was sick play.
DJ?
DJ.
Come on.
The nerf on Side of Fist is a huge deal in the Willow Ember matchup now. Because if you Yules him into the Bramble, he actually just can't do anything.
And you can't, I do not believe you can cast. Like, even if you have a Remnant up, you can't get out, can you?
You can cast the Remnant, but you can't go to the Remnant.
No, but I mean, if you have one up already, and you get Yules, a Bramble underneath.
No, I don't think you can.
Because there's a couple, sometimes you can, but...
I don't think you can, but I'm not 100%.
I don't think so either. No, I'm thinking blink. You can blink out of it before you get Brambled. You can't Remnant out before Bramble.
Well, we have a lot of dire heroes moving this way, but Ice, he's going to try to make it out, but it looks like he might just be left to the Wolves here, and yep, will be. S4 hits him with the multicast. Crit takes
Jug empowered?
No, he's still
not.
obscure.
Okay. I'm saying, like, it's
gotcha.
like...
While
Ice
do your
is dead,
job.
if
That's
what
matters. As long as you can die, but make sure I'm buffed.
Playing with Cap on Crystal Maiden, and he died. I think it was Cap, and he died, and I was like, I need to buy back for the...
Did he?
Bad teammate.
Yeah.
I would say anyone not listening to BSJ.
If you don't understand why I need that mana regen, then like...
You probably don't get Dota.
You don't know why you're playing.
Smokes up.
See.
It's a big fight.
We have it. Looks like just no Magnus ulti, no Jug ulti as well. So the only 2 down. We'll see if EG wants to command off that. Oh, get to go uphill. Get to find one. There will be a spin. Has to just run away. There's a swap available. Uh-oh, there's going to be the Yules. Arteezy's actually going to run into it. There's going to be a fear. It hits onto 2 of them in the back. There's an ulti from the Crystal Main. Sumail gets blown up. Arteezy, he ran in there. Now he's going to get right-clicked. Has the armlet, though. Yeah.
I was just looking by the Willow, too. The fear at the back rather than the...
But don't you guys remember the song?
Which one?
What's the song?
If I were an Oscar, what? What?
No,
Oscar Mayer.
Don't walk up the high ground with no...
Oh, yeah.
And then you repeat
classic.
that for 10 hours or so?
And they walked up the high ground.
Classic blunder.
It is.
Grant.
And look at this. There's going to be a road containment. Look at this. Abed, he's ready. They're going to look for Fly. Fly might just go down. There's going to be an ulti actually coming out from the Juggernaut. kills the illusion,
Oh,
and now
so
they're going to turn
nice.
around. Crit.
He baited the RP, so it couldn't be stolen.
And now look at that, Ogre Magi. Guess what? You're just down, and Fnatic, they are looking good. And as you said, they're just going into Roche. They've already taken a little bit of it.
And where's EG's team fight? That's the concern. But I want to reiterate, like, he canceled the RP twice. Crit, you have to get the steal off right away.
Or else he'll just cast Empower.
Exactly. Like, he's experienced enough to cover, so he just gets juked. And that's all Ice has to do here. It's better that he doesn't use RP if it means Rubik would steal.
Let's see what happens here. They're actually going to try to move. There's going to be a lot of damage going to the Magnus. Sumail actually misses his Remnant, but Arteezy will still pick up the kill. And as you said, unkillable when he just TPs out like that. And Sumail, he's going to move forward. He is a double damage. He says, Dubu, I'm sorry, my friend. You baited me uphill once. You're gonna die for that.
Yeah, there's no Omni Slash, no DK ultimate. Like, you're just not afraid of anything. It's really important that they punish these long downs. And he has to go BKB on Ember. I think this is correct, but he's like previous matchups, like, the reason why Ember used to be first rounded is you didn't die to Willow, Jules, Bramble, like these heroes that just root you. Die to that previously, but now you're actually killable. Died twice now due to that nerf. Drastic nerf when you think of it. Jug has the SNY, and I don't know, what does he go? Does he go for the Maelstrom? Does he go for just stat items like Scotty Butterfly?
Why do Jugs not just go Maelstrom first anymore?
Most Jugs tend to go, but you have the mag, so it's like...
So you just want stats maybe, or damage?
Yeah, generally stats are the best with mag. Just every stat is 40% better for you. But I don't know, we'll see. Like, he doesn't have to build any items. Yeah, he's just going Scotty. The way I look at this game is you don't need an item. So kind of just go what feels good. Make me tankier, make me move faster.
I love Scotty against melee cores as well, and you're playing against 3 of them. It's just, there's no reason not to do it. And you're also playing against Lifestealer, so Arteezy will have a really hard time going head-to-head. And in addition, just to kind of break this game down a bit, it's quite even. We're about to hit 20 minutes, 8-8, gold experience near dead heat. EG, low cooldown, so you got to abuse that. Find windows where Fnatic's ults are on cooldown, like they did around that mid-tower. If you're Fnatic, you want to find this next opportunity to force a team fight, execute, and immediately move into the Roche.
Be bounty runes. Just like Fnatic, they're gonna pick up 4 bounty runes here. That's a lot of gold. All of a sudden, it went from a less than 1,000 gold lead for EG to 2K lead for Fnatic. Thanks,
not
runes.
Even anymore.
So my question is, would you rather be an empowered Jug or an bloodlusted Lifestealer?
Well, would you rather have fingers as long as your toes, or toes as long as your fingers?
I'd rather have as long as my feet.
Yeah.
I could climb.
How would you wear
shoes?
shoes?
I'd custom. I'd obviously have some unique skill beyond like a show on
Crocs.
in Vegas, you know? I'd be on like a show in Vegas as like one of those like crazy climb people. I'd have enough money.
I'll think.
But if I have like stubby fingers, what am I gonna do with that? But to answer my own question, because you didn't answer it, I'd rather be the Jug. Because you have like all this AoE team fight.
Thank you. We have some sort of possible fight going on right here. Whoa, Abed goes uphill immediately. Ice is down there. He is pretty damn tanky. Fly will get the swap out. Crit's gonna get saved. Venge. Well, he's just gonna try to back out. There's gonna be a 2-man. They get the Empower. Sumail's here. The ulti isn't hitting from Crystal Main. Actually, Crit steals it. It's hitting above, but it won't matter. Arteezy already goes down. S4 gets brought down as well. What a fight for Fnatic. Will they get one more? They sure as hell will. It's gonna be a 4-for-0 with an Ogre buyback in. From this game's even to a 2K to a 4K lead, and that's Fnatic.
They're just playing perfect. EG, you don't have initiation. Fnatic, they just go. And there's no way you're going to be able to team fight them as EG unless you get an RP steal. There's no other way.
This feels a little bit scary, right? You're not taking it the quickest. Maybe you're taking it quick enough.
They have sustain with the Vlads. DK is like super tank. You're not taking any damage. Usually these go badly because the opponent can test and you're half. Yeah.
They will need to try and zone out EG though, who are just D-lining forward, but it's only Ember that can really enter the pit.
And he's not alive yet. So it looks like they will just get a free Roshan here. Dude, Abed playing so well this game. Ice as well, another 2-man, no blink, right? Just skew into an RP.
And I'm glad to see it, because if Abed has any flaws as a player, I've always felt like, I mean, he didn't necessarily underperform at LANs, but it feels like those typical tier 1, like the S tier mids, like the Miracles, the Sumails, like they had an extra level on LAN. And it never felt like Abed would like hit that, but so far, I'd argue he's played flawlessly.
Pretty standard build. Blink, BKB into an Assault Kyrus. And now this is when you want EG to make a move, right? None of the cooldowns are up, but the problem is where. Yeah.
Deso on Arteezy, not going for the Radiance anymore, but Deso against, you know, a DK of Lads, like you're gonna have that canceled out by the AC.
Oh, well, here we go. Wave of Terror will hit too. Abed is there. There is going to be a stun. Fly will get a swap out. Arteezy is going to try to fight now. He does get a lot of HP back. That will be a healing ward. Arteezy will bring it down. They get the mech off, and now look at it sustain though. Arteezy is just going to go down. There's a second thing of swap. It won't matter. There's going to be a fear on 4 of them. Fnatic is just running over EG right now. It's a beatdown. S4 gets a kill on the Jug, but guess what? I have an Aegis. I don't care. They're just going to pick up another, and oh my goodness. It's a beatdown.
I don't want to... I don't know, guys.
Oh, close.
Fnatic was a lot of teams, a lot of people's weakest, one of the weaker teams here, according to predictions. They are not looking that way. However, I'm really curious as to your guys' opinions on the EG draft. Like, is this Fnatic outplaying, or is this them having a window to do so? Like, do they have the easier time playing this game?
I don't know how else to say it other than like you pick this light, like you have two hard carries that are buffed up by their team. You have like the Venge Ogre, you have the Mag CM, and I would just so much rather play Jug in this game because they have so much AoE counter initiation. Like if you commit with Lifestealer onto a target, you have to be so scared of, if you don't rage instantly, you just get stunned by DK. If you do rage, you get RP'd, and then
or Scottied.
Oh yeah, or Scottied. And if you're Jug and they lift you and like try to kill you,
you've got
the rest of your team kills them.
Yeah,
and so
they use all their stuns on you. There's none left.
Yeah, and then the DK is also like a source of damage with the Empower. So it just feels so much easier to play Fnatic's draft. Like I said, like I know I could have seen EG snowballing the lanes, but they didn't do that. And like you said, they do have point-click stuns on one hero. Team fights, you're just not gonna win. To have that.
I also just, the EG lineup, it's sort of like 3 supports, whereas the meta feels a lot more like people running 4 cores.
Yeah.
It's very much more just a, you know, Arteezy Sumail show.
Right now, the show is not online.
No.
That should help.
I pointed to the draft, like, there's no team fight. It's similar to the previous series. We're like, all right, well, if this is a 5-on-5, all heroes have their spells up, we know who's going to win it. Arteezy now on the retreat. Did he not have TP?
I think he was worried about Ice.
Yeah.
We'll make it out though. Just hops in, fly, and gets the hell out. 9K lead now for Fnatic. This Juggernaut, as you said, pretty much feels unkillable. So many stats, has status resistance, and going Butterfly next.
So a lot of the way carry matchups work is if one hero has to itemize to counter the other, and then the other hero can counter, it's just itemize to feel good, then the hero that itemizes to feel good. So what I'm saying is, Jug doesn't actually have to ever build items to deal with Lifestealer that are like inconvenient for him. Well, Lifestealer has this Deso, right? Like you're canceling that Deso out with your stat items, and you're tankier. This Lifestealer didn't actually benefit from the Deso for his own game.
Do you use that philosophy in real life as well, or just Dota?
So like, how would you apply that to real life?
Buying items to make you feel good.
So like, what kind of items make me feel good?
We got a team fight.
We might have one. Abed, he just pops the BKB. They're going to turn it around. This is a level 3 dragon, by the way, the Frosty Boy himself. But
if anybody knows what Kyle's actually hinting at right now, I have no. I'm like, is this an innuendo? Is this like random BS question? I'll figure it out later.
He'll make you figure it out yourself.
Yeah, I'll
show you some links later.
Thank you.
Oh, Dubu.
And now BSJ, by the way, he's thinking golf clubs.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking golf clubs right now.
So what do? If you are EG, you're down by 9K. I mean, all the cooldowns are pretty much up except for DK form.
You have single target burst. You just have to
find a pick off somewhere.
Yeah, like you have to start the fight 4v or 5v4, and if Fnatic plays it properly, they're just not gonna give that to you. But if you catch them with their pants down,
dude, I'm telling you, you want to predict games at home. If you put both teams, literally, if you look at drafts, you look at games once they hit this 20-minute mark. Assume both teams have all their spells and items off cooldown, and they ran at each other bot TI style.
But actually casted everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
If both teams cast all their spells, who wins? And Fnatic doesn't a landslide in this game. And it's such a you have to outplay them to win if you're EG, and it's just so difficult, I feel, with this just utter lack of team fight.
Well, the only way I feel like you can win if that's not the case, is, like, meaning like you were able to force fights on your own, poke and prod, like, you know, like if you don't snowball the lanes, like we kind of mentioned, then if you walk at each other behind, you're gonna take fights on the other terms, and then they're gonna cast all their abilities and they're gonna win. So the only way you can make up for them being able to win by casting their abilities is by forcing fights where they can. That's not gonna happen. And so he is queuing up the Basher on Jug. I wouldn't even mind if he goes by. Like, he had that queued up possibly as well.
I like the Basher.
Yeah,
I want him
fine.
to have an item now, and also just more control. More importantly, more ability to go toe-to-toe with our TZ.
Yep, it's not a feels bad item on Jug. You lock people down and gives you a little tankiness, a little damage.
Can we not use...
Why? What'd he say?
He said a feels bad man item instead of just a bad item.
Hey, I'm trying to relate to my audience, but I'll tone it down.
Nah, I'm you do you.
With the solar crest, this guy's just pretty much unkillable.
Yeah, and they're just gonna wait for the next one. Slow, they already took the top shrine. Once Jug gets A, just like, if they all end him on EG, maybe they could bring him down. But
Yeah.
I'm saying if he has Aegis, you're never killing him twice. So it's like a guaranteed success plant. But meanwhile, play the map control game. Do this like sweep motion from top to bottom where you're like anybody outside of this base, like you're playing sheepdog to the sheep. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
At least somebody does.
Corral him on in.
Yep.
It just feels like EG, they're kind of just stuck in their own base right now.
I like this move by DJ. He's kind of just like playing with his food. If I have my whole team behind you, you have to be scared.
I thought he was a sheepdog. Well, now he's a wolf.
I mean, you literally changed your analogy like 7 times in the middle of a game. Think I'm allowed to do it?
Just
I'll
trying to keep
approve it.
you honest, BSJ.
I got grant approval.
Yep, the approval is there. And actually, most sheepdogs are descendants of wolves, so...
Exactly.
That's true.
That's what I was going for. Somebody understands me. It takes at least like...
I'm at least over 4.
Yeah, at least 4. The bare minimum.
Finally, look at this. They're trying to get some bounty runes here. Over on the other side, though, Fly didn't even pick up the rune, and he's just gonna die. Stunned up and Abed from the low ground.
So much damage.
Yeah. A little flying around you, killing everyone.
Yeah, it does. It does like 2,000 damage. If it hits you with everything.
This is not one of those games where G hoped to win the physical damage for it. And you can see like the concept was, we're going to get our 2 cores ahead, Sumail's going to be able to hunt stuff no problem, and our TZ with the Ogre buff, with the Venge behind him, all these auras, he's going to be unstoppable. But if you fall behind, and this is where that DK last pick comes in. It's perfect. It's a playmaker, and Abed still hasn't died. 5-0-11 on all but 1 kill. Like, this is the dream for him. Roshan spawning soon.
It's like 1 minute, 20 seconds here. And you'll see they're just playing around it. They're clearing out the jungle, clearing out all the waves, and sticking around. Full pipe now on the mag as well.
And this is exactly how you want to play it. You're just going to camp this high ground now, and EG is going to be forced to smoke to try and defend this Roche. And you're going to find a stack of 5 enemy heroes.
You notice how they can never commit on this Jug.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna sit at least the Willow or the Mag behind him, and they can't go on him.
This.
He made up with it. He made up with it.
He made up. You know, he got the good old triple cast.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh yeah, we totally. This is the first time we've seen Jabs play carry.
Yeah.
Like
At a
this
big
whole
tournament,
year.
yeah.
And how are you feeling about it?
Radiant's bottom tower.
We're gonna know. He blinks forward. There will be a stun though. We'll get fade bolted, but guess what? There's the glimmer. He's just gonna throw out the ulti. It looks like on the backside there's a fight going as well. There's gonna be a kill on Sumail. There's gonna get the kill on Rubik. It looks like finally goes down. Elsewhere, it's Arteezy. Arteezy and Sumail tried to jump into the backlines and get kills, and I'm feeling this game might just be a little bit over.
It's mega over.
No.
What a debut for this new lineup from Fnatic.
That's a 5. That's a 5-0 there. Gonna buy back though. It's Ti. Always. As long as you're in the game, you have a chance, Kyle.
Hey, you know,
Yes.
something last year went down. You remember when there was that team that everyone thought was bad? They had their coach come in and replace a player.
Yep.
What happened to those guys?
I think they did pretty good, if I remember.
Huh.
Maybe they did the best, even.
Was it like top 5 they got?
Up there.
Yeah, they were top 5. Okay, they were top 5.
There's a full Orca down the DK, and it's still in the stash, but already purchased it, and there goes Rax. Oh, they're going to hit top.
This is a very good performance from Fnatic, but
The draft.
I think EG is still very much a sleeping tiger. This is they're a bit rusty, as they traditionally are early on in a tournament. I can expect them to learn from this one for
First
certain.
game of the day, you know?
Yeah. There's just too many variable, or too many like what is it, like tick marks like missing from the draft, like no tower push, no team fight, like minimal wave clear. It's just too much single target. It's just a very difficult game for them to win. Especially once Fnatic that fight and got Roche.
Oh, they bait them going into Roche. There's going to blink forward now. Will be fly. Just the 5 position. Hasn't gone down quite yet. He's just chilling. Having a good old time. Will die finally. On the backside, though, they're going to look for one more. And guess what? They get it again. Ember is feared away. Did he go into the Bramble? No, he will pop his BKB now. Going to try to turn it around. The Ogre on the backside is tanking up a lot of damage. Gets bashed up by the Jug spinning. Sumail wants to at least get a kill on DJ. Can he? They finally get a kill. Arteezy, though, guess what? He's going to be the next to fall there. Root will go down. They're going to try to kill the Crystal Maiden now. But even with just that Glimmer Cape, so tanky. Is he going to go back in? He is. Sumail, they want this kill. They're going to look. Crystal Maiden will finally go down. Crit and S4 on the back lines. Staying here. No Blink Dagger on the Rubik. And guess what? They found you. They had the ward here scouting him out the whole time. Now they just go into Roche, and this should be an easy one.
Just when I think of Crit's Rubik, I never want to see him with the mech.
Yeah, he's a swaggy player.
He's a great, like, I think he's probably been EG. He's definitely the most consistent player this year, arguably their best. And he's playing one of his signature heroes without the ability to truly play it to its max potential. It just doesn't feel good to be a straight point earlier. What does it feel?
It feels bad, man.
You got the... Oh.
Brain Drex barely alive. They're just going to go push bottom. They still have a tier 2 they have to take, but an illusion rune on this Juggernaut makes it a little easier.
I like how Ice is playing this mag, though. He's just got Vlad's solar.
He's like, I'll wait in the back.
He's not a team fight initiator. We've got DK for that, you know?
He didn't even use his ulti last fight.
So a lot of people ask, like, how do people know when to build what items? And it's all about asking yourself what your job in the game is.
Yeah.
Like, usually Mag is considered like this initiating team fighter. It's like, you have DK for that. Why not? Who else on Mag's team builds these aura items? Nobody. So that's your job in this game.
I feel like a good itemizing properly is like having a good conversation. You know, you don't really, you can sort of have an idea of where it's going to go, but you got to let it happen naturally.
Yeah. So is that why, you know, my ability to itemize properly and find a date go in a hand?
Exactly.
Okay. First, if I learn how to itemize properly in Dota.
That is honestly, dude, I love you to death, PSJ. Your itemization, it's so bad. It's so bad. And it's funny because he'll lose, right? And then after the game, he'll be chilling with his stream. It's like, man, I really messed up here. I should have gone for this, this, and this. And then know what he does next game?
Same thing.
Yeah, Kyle's losing it.
Fnatic's going high
They're
ground.
going to try to. Will they be able to finish it? Fly almost goes down, but won't quite yet. There's going to be a sheep actually onto the Ember Spirit. DJ with that sheep stick. There will be a swap out to help, but they're just bringing everyone down. There goes the Ogre as well. Crit will just run away. Man, we actually see the G's do get called, and wow.
Yeah.
Fnatic, as you said, jabs on the carry. You got Dubu on this Crystal Main. They behind, right? It was pretty even for a lot of the game, but it never felt like, yo, Fnatic, you got to get back into this. You know what it feels like?
It feels like they've got a capped, boys. Like,
yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, Dubu, you could argue validate BSJ, other than looking in the mirror and
seeing greatness.
No, you were telling me earlier. No, he recites words of affirmation. Like he looks in the mirror and he stares at himself in the eyes. And he goes, "You are Brian Slamma-Jamma. You can accomplish anything," and he just repeats that like 100 times.
I like that.
And as long as I believe, I can achieve.
It's true. Also, unrelated, but do you guys pee in the shower?
Yeah.
I'm not a.
I love you, Grant. I love you.
Yeah. It's my shower. Well,
do you agree? The drain if you're at your friend's house, but if you're doing enemies, pee in the back of the tub.
Why are you at your enemy's house in the bathroom? First off, I hate this guy.
An enemy is just a friend.
Remind me to never have you over for like a house party or like a kickback. You can use the downstairs bathroom or something because you're not using my bathroom.
You can go back, yeah.
What about brushing your teeth in the shower?
No. I've just never. I don't think that's like weird. I just don't do it myself.
Dude, I actually think that it's worthy of experimentation. If I have like a month free, I'm just gonna go back and just think about what can I do in the shower, and just try to add new activities. Like drinking a beer in the shower, that's fun.
Okay.
Brushing teeth, efficient. Why are you smiling?
Like why? I just don't even know why. Like me, I just shower. I want to shower. I'll turn on some music and I'll just like do my dance in the shower and I'll just shower up.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah,
like,
I'm just
shower
chilling.
is the peaceful time. You know what I mean?
chilling, yeah, exactly.
Are you guys bath people or no? Just showers?
Mostly showers.
Depends. I think jacuzzis are awesome.
True. Those are always great.
Baths are alright, but the problem is, no bathtubs. Like, first of all, I don't have money like that. You need one of those huge bathtubs.
Yeah.
Most standard-sized ones, you can't lie down comfortably in.
Okay.
And they're pretty uncomfortable in general. Like they're made of ceramic.
Yeah.
It's like lying on a stone tablet.
I've got a Dota question actually right now.
Oh.
So last game we saw EG won the coin flip and they chose Dire. But in the last series, both teams that won the coin flip chose their pick. Do you think that could change here, or what? Why'd they take Dire? Like,
no idea. I could
honestly,
like make up reasons
but
and just like bullshit, but I have no idea.
It feels weird, right? I mean, BSJ talked about it a little. Like Dire, the Radiant
they nerfed
safe
the
lane got nerfed a lot.
Yeah.
And you were talking about that is big enough to just want to go Dire. It still feels weird.
I'm saying it's big enough to matter.
Okay.
I'm not agreeing necessarily that you should pick Dire. Yeah. They did go with second pick, by the way, for Fnatic.
They just, as we said, so EG's the only person. Well, guess what?
And I have to imagine they're going to take Dire again. Why would you not take Dire if you took it the first game?
As your first thing.
I would be very concerned.
They just switch it up like immediately?
Month-long boot camp, guys. We're going to take Dire. That's the side. It's OP. Actually, no, we lost. Let's go Radiant.
Let's do it. Bring it back to Radiant.
Actually, we lost.
When you're doing a Roshan, you still would rather be Radiant than Dire, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
Radiant's
that still the
better.
thing?
Yeah, Radiant's better for Rosh.
Okay.
It's just easier to get around. The shrine is in a much better position, I think.
Yeah. Oh, it feels like it.
It's like almost impossible to invade Radiant's high ground around the Rosh pit. So like,
I mean, we saw EG try to do it last game. They just ran uphill. And
there's only
lost
like one ward spot, and it's like always dewarded. If you're Radiant and you're against Dire, like Dire has to ward on top of that little entrance.
Well, it's also because if you're Radiant, when you camp that hill, Dire can't get into Roche unless they do like a super long loop around, and even then your smoke might break.
Yeah.
Whereas Radiant, even if you camp like the top triple shrine area, like Radiant still gets to the pit as long as they don't go up that hill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's just much easier for them to approach. We're waiting also for still in lobby EG's considering side.
They picked Dire again.
Dire. So you're a little happy
about it. Maybe just still watching.
Maybe there was some serious deliberation. Yeah. Or
I mean,
maybe, like
dude, you definitely don't want to go down 0-tier, right? If you're EG, you're like, everyone in NA is just rooting for you. You go down 0-2 here, you're feeling pretty bad, especially going into this game, because I'm sure they thought they were going to win, right? EG thinks they're going to win every game, but...
Great point, GrandGrant. Teams at TI, they're coming here to try to win.
Yes.
Losing
cool.
Twice, that'd be bad.
Losing twice is twice as bad as losing once. It's just math, Kyle. That's why they bring me on the show.
Nice. Brian, your turn.
It is my turn. I mean, you guys have just made such great points about showers and what to do in them, and then now we're talking about Dota. I feel like we kind of lost track now that we're on Dota. I feel like the shower discussion was probably more important.
I think so.
Yeah, but personally, coming into this game too, I feel like EG, like, I hope to see just the confidence that we expect from EG. I hope they don't get too crazy about it, because I feel like if they this is a slippery slope where I feel like Fnatic was supposed to be one of their easier opponents. And suddenly, not only is it that you're going down 2 losses, but if you lose to Fnatic, I'm not trying to insult Fnatic, but like if you lose to Fnatic, you're not feeling too great about the rest of the tournament.
We don't know how good anybody is, though.
That's the thing.
You say
though.
that, but realistically,
But it's a mental thing. Is what I'm saying.
all these power rankings. Look,
OG was ranked
Liquid.
last.
Shout out Liquid Dota.
Okay.
Their power rankings last year. Do you know who they had at his 18th? Dead
OG,
last.
I
OG,
believe.
Yeah.
OG,
I don't give a damn about power rankings. I don't care about Reddits. I don't care about casters.
He didn't
that
mean
do
that,
it.
guys. He
Nobody
didn't mean
knows
that.
anything. Nobody's watched these teams play Dota for a month. We have no idea who's good. EG could be the second best team in the tournament, but Fnatic's just on fire.
The first
and they
best.
end up winning it. You
This
never
is
know.
true. They could just be the second place losing the first place. That makes sense. Okay.
Could be. Could be. You never know. Could be 17 losing 18. Or 18 losing 17.
I know what you mean.
You never know. That's what makes Dota so great, right? There's
Yeah.
the draft, there's the play, there's the mental
Dude.
fortitude that it takes.
Would you agree, though? This is the first year I feel like you've got, like, way more legitimate contenders
Oh,
than before.
absolutely.
I agree.
Like, few going back to like TI7 and before, it always felt like there were like 3 or 4 teams
You know.
that had
Yeah.
that actually had a chance to win.
Yeah.
Whereas now, it really feels like almost everybody's a contender.
Yeah, it does. And
I can't agree more.
so,
Speaking of contenders,
what's that?
I was trying to segue,
You segue into the
starting.
draft. Right now.
Speaking of contenders, we have 2 of them ready to duel it out in game number 2. It's Evil Geniuses and it's Fnatic. Fnatic up 1-0. So let's see what craziness will happen. And there's the first ban, Marana.
Just like we drew it up.
Yep. There's the bat, so exactly the same so far. Nyx Assassin, I don't believe that was banned last game, right?
Wasn't
No.
touched at all.
That was a Fnatic classic in the early Fnatic, like at the beginning of
That,
the season.
to
They love
me,
that hero.
EG first toots Ember in the first game. Nyx ban, perhaps
Again?
a Storm.
Ooh. Dark Will if you do that too, right?
Or
I
how
would
does-
say
like, you
I'd say
can't-
he storms a little bit better
Geniuses,
because
Why is that?
you can actually kill the Willow.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Like with Ember, you can't like Sight of Fish Chains doesn't actually do anything really to
Yeah.
Willow. As long as she has like a Yule Storm, you can.
Well, there's an OD first ban.
Maybe that's why you guys said Storm with the Nyx.
10 seconds remaining.
And now it's gone.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, we're already seeing a lot of different bans and picks. It has. That's a great thing about TI. What do you guys put in your compendiums for the like how many heroes are getting picked? Is it going to be like last year?
No,
Are we
I
seeing
didn't even fill
everything
mine
but
out.
some?
But I would argue, I'd say all but
Fnatic's
like
turn to ban.
Give me one of them that won't get picked.
honestly done.
Okay. Ricky's going to get picked. Heki's going to get picked. I think it already has, actually.
Has it already been picked?
I believe it did on another stream. If you didn't know, there's a lot of streams of Dota right now. You should stay here because, you know,
We're the best.
we're the best. EG and Fnatic are the best. But there's other great casters and teams playing elsewhere.
Like who?
10 seconds remaining.
You can name them.
Yeah, you can just Google it, I
You
guess.
just, yeah, you can name them. I mean, you can go, if you're a South American fan, go watch some Infamous. You're a China fan, go watch some RNG. There is every single team you can imagine. And this hero's been banned all 3 games we've watched, and now it's first picked.
This is from what I heard, finding and talking to people yesterday, this is the most annoying hero at the moment. Like, people, they don't really like picking it and playing it. They hate playing against it. It's almost always an offlaner, and you just
10
hit the carry.
seconds
And then you hit
remaining.
level 6, and you hit the carry.
You own the carry.
And that's that.
Yeah. I mean, we saw, who was it? I think it was
5 seconds
Whisper on
remaining.
Infamous was the
Fnatic
one who was really
turn
doing
to
during
pick.
qualifiers. You just,
Yeah.
what do? You win a lane, you kill people late game, you have an insane amount of damage, and
Hey, AAMR's a pretty decent method of dealing with them.
Oh.
And just some of the lowest HP.
Four
one
staff's
bolo,
really
one
powerful
ulti.
already, though. She obviously. I watched for play Enchantress on stream. It was like 2 weeks ago when he streamed once, and it was like incredibly good at.
10 seconds
Just
remaining.
knows what to do. Itemize, like, this hero is pretty much itemization. Your
5
job in
seconds
the game
remaining.
is. You're hitting people with impetus and you're living. That's the hero's job. So pretty much positioning and survival is all Enchantress has to worry about. And in this game, I feel like 4 staff's already a must if they leave it as a core.
Offered.
Not only because It's just an item that's needed against A. There's no other way to deal with a blast than if you're getting locked in place.
Evil geniuses turn to
You
battle.
have to dodge the combo. And now they have a combo breaker. I actually like that a lot. Like, Earthshaker is, I would say, one of the most signature combo breaker heroes in the entirety of Dota.
This is a throwback to Ti7. This was the opener. Love Shaker Ench, too. Block and just hitting.
Straight click.
It's...
Well, a lot of the heroes that Enchantress
10
struggles to deal with, she's only
remaining.
single target, so struggles to deal with like these illusions.
Guess what? You have the best one against them now. And you also have more team fight than you had all of last game already. With one hero, it feels like this Earthshaker.
I like that there's no way Crit's buying a mech on this guy before playing.
Hopefully
Don't
not buying a
rule it
mech
out.
at all, yeah.
Don't
Just
rule it
brown
out.
boots, soul ring, mech. Well, the future's here, my friends. Welcome. Magnus ban this time. Not letting him get that easy and power off. Man, Eyesight, they just all played good last game. I'm thinking, I'm like Eyesight's Ice played good. I'm like, wait, so did Jet. They all just, no one played bad at all on the side of Fnatic.
I just point
remaining.
to the draft being easy to play and execute.
Yep.
It's their heroes and concepts, the way they all mesh together. It's just been understood. It's become kind of instinctual, like what your role is as a jug when you have a mag and a DK.
Yeah.
And same goes for all of those heroes. Like you just know what you're supposed to do. You don't got to think anymore.
Hit creeps, sit behind someone,
Yeah.
play your game.
It's more about like playing within the fights, you know? Like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm this strong. I can be this far in front of my team, safe and apply.
Almost always when you pick. You pick this kill combo with Ember, but unless you're leaving it a safe lane, possible, I guess. You need a way to like 3-man gank this enchant. Tower at 5 minutes. Catapult. She can't enchant it anymore, which is at least. I just feel like with Enchantress specifically, have to have a very clear.
10 seconds remaining. Fanatics turn to ban.
Wait, how good is Earthshaker versus Middle Ember? Didn't Sumail
I
used to
was
love
thinking
playing that
about
matchup like every single game?
I was thinking this might be a
I thought he
shaker.
really liked Earthshaker versus Ember. I could be wrong. Obviously, I still think it's crit, but there's a chance if you pick it right after that Ember.
There.
Yeah, I mean, we still got 3 picks. Obviously, they can decide
10
before then. And there's
seconds remaining.
Sand King banned out. We saw that Arc Warden get banned in the exact same phase last time by
5
Fnatic.
seconds remaining.
No one wants to get Arc Wardened. What's your least favorite hero to play against? You attack is just Techies?
Techies.
Okay. BSJ, feeling the same.
Probably.
Chantress, okay.
Yeah.
Fanatics turn to pick. Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Or what carries are good versus Enchantress? Like,
I mean,
are there any
all
just
she
straight up
does-
good or no?
All she does is just hit. You want to be able to jungle. You want to be able to. As long as she only has like what damage, so
10 seconds remaining. 5
Well,
seconds remaining.
there's the Shadow Sean pickup. Fanatics, they've loved. This is one of those heroes they've been picking the entire year. Nerf, not nerf, doesn't matter. You get tower pressure, you get 2 forms of lockdown. Ether Shock's an amazing nuke. Pretty good hero. Insanely high base damage.
have the shack cancel or shamans where they just go like text like a.
G taking a lot of their reserve time here.
That's a big pick.
What do you think? Is this just, do you pick your fly
Fanatics
hero or what are you
turn to
taking? Well, you don't have to
Crystal
answer that. It is the fly hero. It's Crystal Maiden.
Fly hero here.
Good call, BSJ.
Thank you,
Well
thank
done.
You're welcome. So Crystal Maiden just kind of, I mean, Earthshaker and Ent, right? Ent actually has a big mana problem, right? Like that hero, you throw some impetus, you get a kill, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I don't really, well, you don't feel scared of that hero once all the mana's gone, obviously, but. Scary. You get stunned once, you're probably gonna die.
Magic damage coming out, so I'm imagining S4's build probably like.
Is there any chance you just put the Ogre
10
against the
seconds
Ent or try to get
remaining.
that lane? Does
You could.
Ogre not because you get Bloodlust first anyways. You don't. You're a pretty damn
seconds.
tanky
60
guy.
base damage with
high
high
armor.
HP regen, and you're just that's a perfect fine option. They kind of set up tri lanes. He's not the same tri laner.
Turn to
Those
battle.
chili fingers used to be a little stronger, and well, the RTZ Lifestealer coming back.
I don't
It's
know.
actually a bit.
Odd.
It's quite good in this game. Don't get me wrong, but it's deceptively poor against AA because you just catch the Ice Blast and can't heal. Even if you were to infest out of something, you're not healing anything, and that's a big part of the kit. Your name is
10
Life Stealer.
seconds remaining.
If you
Now
can't
you
steal
steal
life,
yes.
what's the point?
You exactly.
5 seconds remaining.
Congrats, Kyle.
It was really smart.
I would thank you, but
It
that
was.
he's
We'll never know.
Evil geniuses.
I don't know. Lifestealer to
turn
me,
ban.
one of my favorite heroes, been kind of underwhelming. A lot of people have been. He looked really good in that other game when he wasn't frontliner that built hard to be.
Yeah, BKB hard. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like that doesn't. I think Lifestealer does that job. Just nowadays, it feel like Radiant builds a little too
10
slow.
seconds
Right click
remaining.
Lifestealer kind of just pales in comparison to the other scaling carries.
5
So
seconds remaining.
unless that's my job in the game, if they pick a mid that says that's the Lifestealer, I would feel. They banned the puck from Fnatic. I personally want.
Makes the plays.
That the Lifestealer goes in. Follow up. But
that. No, you were talking to us. You were not talking to.
Well, they got 30 seconds left for this ban. Obviously, ban into pick here. Kyle, you agree? You want to see something like a Storm Spirit or?
Free G? Yes. I
Okay.
actually think that it's the idea. It's not perfect, but you know, it's somewhat counterintuitive. You're like, oh, you're playing against all these disables, but you can jump on top of the roster and just kill them. You can jump on top of the AA, same deal.
Evil
Got a
geniuses
CM
turn
Shaker,
to
which is
pick.
arguably like the best two supports to combo with the Storm, and then you have a delivery for the Lifestealer as well.
Fanatics
See.
turn to pick.
Let's see. It's Conka.
I
Not
it's-
feeling it.
All right, it's good against AA because the rum debuff prevents damage taken during the Ice Blast, and then you're able to survive. In addition, really good against Rasta Ogre, just cheap disable. You find kills, have that extra chasing power. Same with, sets up the ench damage.
10
But
seconds
Ember is a free
remaining.
lane against.
hear me out. They have no tower push.
5
That's
seconds
Fnatic?
remaining.
I feel like
It's
the
not
only-
bad. It's a great out game.
I love Alk. It's not the best matchup against Lifestealer, but the main thing I fear when I play a hero like Alk is that the opponent just pushes all my building,
Yeah.
and I don't have any room to.
Where do you lane him though? Because
It's just safe lane.
yeah,
Most
you
people-
put him mid, right? Ember goes safe lane against the ench.
I think you could do either.
Really? I didn't know how Alk would lane safe lane against an
Well, I'm
ench.
saying that you put down the acid spray and just
True.
level 4 power. You come back.
Good
I
point.
actually think it's a matchup in the lane. Like, there's no hero in the lane. Like, if I'm picking a carry against enchanters, I'm not asking myself, what wins this lane? I'm asking myself, what survives the lane and is good for the game. That's
You
what I'm
definitely need some hero that plays like in front of these four
That's
Fnatic
an
heroes
idea.
because you've got EG. They're going to be able to play so confidently. All three cores can get aggressive and kind of use their bodies to make space. No one on Fnatic can do that right now. I mean, Ogre technically, but
Wraith King's okay too. That route too.
is
You just like the Alk.
I would love
like,
to
you
see
just
out
look at it,
there, like all in.
Medusa.
You may now
Medusa.
select your
They go for the
heroes.
all-in-one hero in the form of Medusa.
it's Ogre Dusa, man. This is
Classic.
This is the Kingwin special. Arguably what got Nisha noticed. They would first two Ogre Dusa. Fnatic get it last two. And another example of a combo that I love to see opening day TI. Basic. Like just
You know how to win this game.
Yeah,
Bloodlust and farm.
I don't care how many games of Dota you've seen, you can understand what Ogre Dusa does and why they complement each other.
Why?
Like, because Medusa capitalizes on like, is that at the commit on her, and then she
Yeah.
With Enchantress,
It
like,
is nice with I believe with Dragonlance you outrange. You can't
10
outrange the ult, but you can just
remaining.
back away from it for. I do really like the thing you have to
5
worry about
seconds
as
remaining.
Ench is getting too close to Abed because he can hit other targets. You're getting split shot and you're not applying untouchable. So you take way more damage than you expect.
I
and
feel like
Mystic
Sumail's
Snake
gonna run
Steel
around.
also very annoying. You run out of mana quickly. This type of game.
I just feel like Sumail's so like the problem I have with whenever I look at heroes, I think their main weakness is doesn't counter rotate like act in the game of. She protects her tower, which is really nice. She kind of frees up the opponent mid to like walk around and I think Sumail actually really likes to play that way. I think with a hero like Enchantress, you're going to be able to play that way, and Sumail can just like easily take over this game because of this last pick, dude. I think that's going to favor EG to have like map control, and then Fnatic's going to be stuck like defending. And as of recently, I've watched a lot of Medusa's. I'm always willing to be like, I think Medusa still like does her job, but if she's the only farmed hero in the game, be kind of underwhelming because the way they like rework talent, she just play as hard as she. We'll see, but
Really?
I'm favoring a bit of EG's.
The new set seems to have same scales as the old.
That's next level even for you, Kyle. That is a lot of games on Sumail.
That's,
What did you learn?
how many games did he have?
8,500.
No, that's the like lifetime stats.
Yeah,
Just
that's a lot of games.
Prepare for
How many
battle.
are you guys at? Do you know?
I'm at a lot.
I'm actually at more than.
I think if you combined, like, I'm pretty sure I have at least like 7,000 games played, not counting like replays,
All that,
games
yeah.
casted. I believe I counted up. I think I witnessed and worked over 750 games of Dota.
It's quite a few.
Has
That's
a
a
lot
lot.
of games to do.
Yeah, dude, and you're like, how did that even happen?
Yeah.
And he still manages to.
Well, that really wasn't necessary to add, BSJ, but yes.
My goodness, that was a rude BSJ. Just kidding. Kyle's
Yeah,
a
sorry.
loser. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Stop bullying me.
Kyle's been so nice to me this whole time. I should just. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
My bad.
come on.
30
Speaking of bullying,
seconds to battle.
this ogre offlane
Yeah, he even
has
gets a share tank.
proven himself a real biff.
Yeah, this dude is a.
When you say Biff, you mean
I was gonna say beast, but
you mean that he's like not winning, or what?
Are you kidding?
He's talking about like Back to the Future. reference?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh my God.
Hey man, at least I knew. I just didn't know like.
because
what...
Biff's a bully, right?
Yeah, I
That's the
knew.
thing.
I knew that. It's just like Biff can also be like a swing and a miss type thing.
Isn't that a whiff?
That's a whiff.
No,
The
like.
battle begins.
Oh, I thought if you biff it, it's like if you fall on a snowboard or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I mean.
biffed
Like
it.
a
Oh, okay,
wipeout.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean, he's
thought
right.
I thought you meant like a fall on your face. Like people have been picking, it doesn't work. So like, you know, I think that was reasonable to question exactly what you're. I think both made sense though. So.
Right, I'm glad we could clarify that for all
Yeah.
the viewers at home that were hoping we would be analyzing this match, but
Well, let's analyze. It seems
They've
there's a
stopped
tri
talking about
lane.
it,
Yeah, they're just like whatever.
thank God there's other streams. We're leaving.
So, do you actually just tri lane down here if you're EG, or do you just look for a first blood, TP someone top, or I mean, it feels like S4 doesn't need. It feels like you might need a little bit of help in this lane.
Oh yeah.
You're needing a lot of help in this lane. Dude, a
Isn't-
bloodlusted shit.
Isn't Ogre Rasta like one of the dream lanes to kill an Ench as well?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Also, what is the build from S4? Only the 3 tangos and the Bassi Rush. That could get punished here. He will go for the heal first though. I like that decision.
Will harass DJ out a little. DJ with 4 tangos. Same with the Ogre, 3 plus 1 shared.
What
The
did
mid
you
lane,
learn?
1-0 for Kung.
Wow.
Abed.
Yo, what?
He is feeling himself right now. Let's get the range creep there. Doing a lot of damage. Looks like he's focused a little on harassing. And we will see a rotation out, possibly by crit, maybe going middle with those boots first. Definitely killable.
Hey, like win or lose, like Fnatic, I'm just happy that they have come to TI as a
figured it
team.
out.
As a team, they were broken during that epicenter qualifier.
Yeah.
They changed. They bring in Dubu. They move Japs to carry. Everyone in Dota's like, oh, that's a this
They're
isn't gonna
done.
work. They're
Yeah,
done.
they're done.
And it's like, everyone's got such a short memory. Because you know what they were saying last year? You know what team was done? What team had no hope?
What team's that?
Team was washed up. It was OG.
Yep. And were they? I believe they won TI, so probably not.
So So when people call me washed up, Kyle, it's just...
Oh no, they're right about you.
Oh, okay.
Nah, it's a term of endearment.
Oh, okay, that's what I was...
Double damage top. Looks like Sumail, he knows it's up there. He'll go and pick it up.
The classic 2-minute DD rune. All the mid laners love it.
Double damage.
Will this... How much will this actually change this lane? Does it just destroy Abed right now?
Pretty
or?
sure he can't see us.
He's dead if he catches a cleave.
Yeah, but you see Sumail, he's just chilling here, and Abed, he's like, man, I was owning this lane. All of a sudden, what happened? Well, first blood happened at the bottom.
And it's already
The classic, hey, I'm going to pull. Don't die. Okay.
Dies.
Uh-oh, there's going to be a hold on Crit. Crit does get a nice double stun off. S4 throwing out some right clicks, as we said. Not the highest base damage on an inch, but level 2 untouchable now.
We'll say, though, I like the EG draft so much more. You compare it to the previous game, it's just...
What did you
It seems way more natural for them to take specifically team engagements. They actually have team fight. They've got some...
They're still missing some building hitting, though, right?
Yeah, but... Hey, it's a good point, but...
I guess with the Deso lifestealer, we've been seeing more. You have a little, not the best siege, but...
You can apply pressure easily there, though, and you have specifically supports that can influence the lanes, not just the one that they're in. You know, they have the ability to rotate to find kills, specifically Crit on the Shaker.
Crit, he's just chilling top for that. Nope, I lied. He TP's back home, actually. See, is he picking up some items for someone? Looks like just himself. And now middle lane, it is... Well, I don't know. It just went one side to the other super quick. 13th, they're in the Medusa to a 19-6 on the Kunkka now. That double damage, putting in some work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, that snake doesn't even hit Sumail, though. How mad do you think mid players were when they took the torrent deny away? Do you think they were, like, furious?
It was necessary.
I mean, it was.
No one, the thing about Dota players that I respect is, like, everybody... Is BSJ was saying, like, people stealing strats and heroes and builds from everyone. So after a couple of weeks, people know what's good. And guys were sick of just laning against TAs, of laning against Kunkkas.
And middle lane, oh, but guess what? Crit, he knew that rune was there, the haste rune, he will actually save his teammate, and that was a TP from Dubu.
That's why I wasn't a fan of the Shaman picking.
And look at this, they know, Dubu once again, yo, I'm TPing mid. Don't do anything crazy and jabs. He will just right click, but look at this, Arteezy, he had a full stick, he does not care. And he'll just have to pop a healing salve. So currently bottom 17-1 against the 19-5, still reasonably even, 1 kill as well though.
Jabs is out leveling him.
Block, of course.
Ooh, it's gonna be a kill, and they will stack open wounds as well as frostbite, but it won't matter. Arteezy just scoops up that kill.
Rotate from Crit. That's the 3rd kill I'm going to give him credit for, because he saved his ally middle. A save is as good as a kill.
bounty?
Fortune's changed.
Is it? What if you're only saving your 5 position, but you're killing a 1? Wouldn't that be a little different
Sure,
numerically?
But you didn't kill anyone.
That's true.
And
But
yes, in that case, you get credit for 2 kills in my book.
But shouldn't 1 kill be considered better than the other?
Depends. If you kill a 1 and your 5 dies, then sure.
Okay.
That's better.
You know, I'm just trying to help everyone, you know, see every side of things.
Radiant structures are
Willing to be the
fortified.
advocate.
Well, look at that. Just
Whoa.
Leaves him.
That cleaves even when it takes no damage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it just splashes the physical. It's not based on anything.
Whoa, here comes the boat. We got a torrent. The Axe actually gets brought back. We don't have the torrent yet. Now we will. Is he going to run into it? No, very close. Sumail, he just doesn't care.
Yeah, that's the boat buff. You're indestructible throughout the duration. He will tick down as bait, but doesn't mind. He's
Dire's top tower.
6-minute rune's going to be coming up, and look at this. Dyer's like, yo, Sumail, if it's bottom, it's yours. We'll see. It will be top, so DJ scoops up another pretty decent rune. Haste and then an invis. We'll see, doesn't actually have a shackles yet, needs 5 mana. Sumail will go see that it's already taken. DJ, he does have the hold now. It is still only level 1, though. Knows there's no boat. Crit gets a kill on Dubu.
oh no, Sumail!
Oh, and he tries it. He X's, TPs, the snake comes back, hits. Is he even dead? Yes. Because I say sight.
Yeah, he's really dead.
Yeah. And now there will be a block. Oh, they're coming on over. Will they even do enough damage? They do. Ogre goes down. Abed, though. Look at this. Split shot just owning. Fly might just die. 2 more right clicks. 1, 2, and a kill.
Have to run. Yeah, he's just running through the mid lane.
He's like, guys, I was on your side of the map. Excuse me. Coming through. rotations.
They get ice, ice, ice. So some rotations. It is a 2K lead right now for EG.
Yeah, it's the laning phase just too strong. They have an inch and a life
Is it
steal in
this
the
hero?
side lanes.
It feels like this hero is. We saw it ban the first 3 games right, and this game is. We're seeing a little bit wide.
Oh, yeah.
The highest CS in the game, and
We've been watching mid a lot because there's tons of chaos, but
Yeah.
the benefit for EG this game is that their supports have that freedom to get active mid because they don't need to give any crap about their side lanes. They do not die.
then look at
What you're
this.
saying about Enchantresses,
Yeah.
you can't watch your lane because this is what's happening every.
Radiant's top
It's
tower
literally
is
just
under attack.
Enchantress hitting
Yep.
the opponent.
Anything.
As a carry player, it sounds like you are a little upset, BSJ.
Little salty,
just
you know,
a little bit.
just a tad. You
Dude,
know?
I'm with
I
you.
only have to deal with this like 100 times.
Hello. The Bassi, you actually have armor, even some mana regen, right? You got the Crystal Maiden Aura plus that Bassi, you actually have a decent amount of mana regen.
In the past, they've given her armor too, and buffs.
Yeah.
She used to have like 0 or 1, and
Radiant's
she
top
has
tower
3 base
has
armor.
fallen.
And this is definitely more
Radiant's
the way
middle
EG
tower
was
is
hoping
under
this
attack.
game would go for sure.
Arteezy here. Not even gonna pop it, he's just gonna hop into a creep, doesn't want to use his rage. We'll just hop out now. Jabs. Getting right click. Tower is hitting Arteezy, they're just right clicking each other. And that'll be that.
Dire's middle
Rune will be
tower
top
is under
again.
attack.
As every single, no, 1 rune is bottom.
Do you think, I always felt like we should, and I'm sure it'll probably get changed eventually, but I hope at some point you have like a rune spawn on one end and something else spawn on the other.
At one point, we had the bounties plus.
Yeah,
like, the
I
bounties
really
on
liked that, to be honest. That was how it was in Han.
Yeah.
I think maybe spawning like either a different, not a different rune, but maybe like a minor rune on one.
What about like a shared tango or something?
I just want
A
something that
clarity?
gives something that gives a couple bottle charges.
Okay.
Just so that
What
it's
if it's just a bottle charge?
Just 1.
Or like it gives you 2. I mean, I'm saying like it fills your bottle, but that's all it does.
I like.
Like,
You know,
what if
I'm,
it's called like a bottle rune?
I'm an
or something
aspect.
like
yeah.
I'm an aspect of the 50-50. I like the, defending runes because they matter. If you do that, it feels like it's not as big.
Well,
I don't know.
they still matter.
Yeah,
They do, but
But then you've got like there are a lot of changes that Ice Frog's made that have
Yeah.
removed elements of RNG from the game.
yeah.
But there's still this massive one where, hey, I'm going bottom road every time. You're going top, but you got all 3. Like,
Yeah.
there's no skill involved in that, right?
And there's still RNG involved here, but it's like less impactful. Like both heroes will get a filled bottle, but one of them gets a.
So if you're Jabs, what do? Do you just farm the jungle now? Because it feels like every time he goes to lane, he's just right-clicked out by Arteezy.
I mean, that's pretty much what you have to do. You're pretty much on tower defense duty for the most part. Like you only go back to your lane in order to defend your tower. Otherwise, you're just kind of doing whatever you can. Scrap for farm. Maybe look to be more active. He's looking to pick opponent bounty rune. It has a Blightstone queuing up like drums on the Ember.
Yeah, he started Blightstone. I was a little
Radiant's bottom
curious
tower
about that
is
too.
under attack.
Confusing.
Well, look at that. They want to take this. Obviously, Sumela's an Arcane Rune as well. There's going to be an X thrown out. He's going to throw the boat and then pop the Arcane Rune, actually. It will go in. It hits Ice, Ice, Ice. S4's actually healed up. He doesn't have his heal, though. He just had the boat rumming. Wow, that's just going to be an easy one on S4. Ice, Ice, Ice will get brought down. Maybe not. Fly's not going to be able to kill him. You don't do enough right-click damage. Well, guess you do now.
Your fate was always crystal
Sumail.
clear.
We'll just run out of there. Little misuse of the Arcane Rune. Crit gets out as well. So 2 for 1 trade, pardon me.
Meanwhile, bottom, Arteezy's farming up a storm. Almost has his. This is when you like to play Lifestealer. When
Radiant's
nothing
bottom
is
tower
being
Nice and
forced down.
cozy.
You're just chilling. You know?
It's like you're by a fireplace down here, warming up your hands, drink some hot cocoa.
It's the most amazing carry, and you're like, oh man, we're winning. I set the farm.
Anyone comes to
They
lane,
can't
you
kill
just
me?
right-click them.
Yeah.
You're just leading the charge down here. There's an ogre down here now. Not sure how much that'll do. Midas is going to be on the courier shortly there for Arteezy. Jabs. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Needs one more. Won't make it out. Bop. Almost kills him.
Radiant's
I like
middle
this move by
tower is
EG. They
under
forced the
attack.
ogre bottom, and Arteezy's like, I'll just
Radiant
walk mid, I guess.
structures are fortified.
He pulled the creeps for a while, so they're not gonna like do any tower damage bottom. And now you just have this catapult. I
Beating
think
them.
Kyle's mentioned those once or twice in this
Couple
broadcast.
times, I forget though.
Yeah, and then they just get a free tower because they forced the ogre bottom. There you go.
Radiant's
What do you do about an
middle
ogre?
tower
You just
has
avoid
fallen.
him, right?
They're feeling clean right now. It feels like We haven't seen too many, like last game was pretty even, right? But it feels like, you know, a team jumps ahead and they know how to close games. And that's TI, right? You have the 18 best teams here. They should know how to close out and play these games with the lead. And now he's back bottom. Hello.
This is his home. He is unkillable on Lifestealer, and came, he went quickly to mid, but back to home we go.
Do have the Aether Lens now on Shadow Shaman. It looks like he is gonna max hex before the shackles. 2 points in it. Has mana boots now. Oh.
Big pickup. You need to be able to get that hex off fast against heroes like Lifestealer.
What did you
Doesn't look like too much crazy stuff's gonna happen. They definitely want to push that top tower. They're gonna smoke up. Crit will just get the double stun though. And now Sumail, he's here. There's gonna be an X boat. He's gonna try to pull him back. It's a multicast. Will he get him in time? He sure will. There's gonna be another stun. There's gonna be a tornado there. This is a tanky boy even without that many items, but will finally get brought down. Top lane though. Didn't even have to use his wards. Will he be able to get the tower? Not quite yet. As it will get glyphed up, and he knows there's a lot of heroes around. Soul Ring, Phase Boots on Earthshaker, and we still see, that's one of the few you always see, right? It's either that or Mana Boots. It still seems pretty contested on which one you like. And they know he's up here. They scanned him. Like, he stayed here. He did not TP out. And guess what? They find him. There's going to be snakes, though. Uh-oh. He is going to have to save the Frostbite. Is Crit just going to die here?
Wow.
Hold the other one. And, oh, the A-Blast won't hit
boss.
Fly, but DJ just styling on him right now. Level 9 as well. Dude, they can't even go in on him. They're like, if you get vision, those wards will eat you alive. And now, uh-oh, DJ once again, he's trying. But guess what? Sumail's here now. Ooh, the X is going to be there. He doesn't get the torrent up. But now just going to get right-click down. Frozen. Sumail gets the kill.
I like this. He only went for the 1 point shackles here. So many ways to torrent the...
But this is the big hero for Fnatic, right? Like, when is this Medusa, quote-unquote, online? Is there ever, like, just a certain time it's like, I am Medusa, I am the best hero, or...
I think it's the third item most of the time. You get, like, Manta, Butterfly,
Oh, Crit. So you should, well, they need to get at least one more hit on him. There it is. There's going to be an X. Oh, no. Oh, pulls him back. Whoa, whoa. I have no clue where that impetus is traveling to, but Jabs gets brought down and Crit. He baits him in. Dude, you saw Jabs was like, I got to get this kill now, and then that extra sleight of fist cost him his life.
Sumail's queuing up the Radiance on Kunkka, something we've seen pretty commonly, I'd say, throughout the course of the year. Yeah. Kind of just another hero where the idea behind Radiance is it just doesn't give you anything other than damage, so you need a hero that has like a toolkit that's effective if he's walking around dealing damage. Ooh. And Kunkka kind of fits that, you know, you're just throwing out some X's, torrents, boats, and fights, and you're super tanky because of the boat buff, and then you burn people while you're doing it. Also, it's not bad to give yourself 65 damage on your Tidebringer.
Now Ogre, guess what? We'll finally get that tower. Abed going for that Manta, getting close. Something's happening. Nobody knows what's going on, but there will be DJ. They're going to try to throw. DJ will go down the A-Blast flying, but Fly, guess what? Sending down Rains of Ice. And S4 just trying to get out. Will be able to heal in about 1 second there.
First item, Atos on Enchantress.
That's fine. Pretty good for CMer. It's still a little bit different. There will be a kill on Dubu. Fly goes down as well. S4, no heal for 15. This should be a kill.
Yeah, the boat buff wearing off, so he had a lot of health, and then he didn't, because he lost it all after the duration ended.
You did see AA. Both supports dying up top.
That Atos is a little strange. Like, I guess they kind of lack catch in the early game, but not really like as the game goes on, so...
I feel like 4 steps is good, right? Always good for your team, good for you.
It just breaks the entire combo. Somebody who's shackled, somebody who's getting A blasted. You just save them. You save yourself.
Well, we're watching. We haven't watched him in a while. I guess we can watch him hit some creeps, and that's a little different, right? I guess we haven't seen the Radiance on Lifestealer, and that's why Kunkka's going it. Is it just going to be the same? You're just going like Armlet into Deso, or?
Probably. That's most likely his build. Physical damage, Armlet, Deso, AC. It feels a lot better this game. The difference between a hero like Medusa and a hero like Jug is if you're against Medusa, you can actually just siege buildings with Lifestealer. You can like you don't really kill the Medusa that well, but you
Dire's
just hit
middle
buildings,
tower
and
is
you don't
under
really care
attack.
about her all that much. A hero like Jug, on the other hand, kind of just kills you. So in this case, it feels, that's why, in my opinion, it feels a lot better to play like in this specific.
Thank you, Easter.
Region
You're welcome.
scooped up here. Drums into BKB.
The next major damage. Game continue.
Oh, the AA blast. It doesn't hit these two, but it goes over them, so they won't be able to heal up too much. Dubu, uh-oh. Might be a little bit of trouble. Stun goes out, though. Abed still has the ulti as well if they want to commit. And look at that. There's going to be a freeze onto Sumail. Will get the ulti off. He's going to get frozen again. He's just double frozen. Stun's going to come out. He's in a lot of trouble. He has this Radiant. They are missing a few hits, but it won't matter. They're not going to be able to save him. Or will they? They won't, but they will get jabs as well. And now Ice, he's in a little bit of trouble. S4 is just pumping out damage.
I'm surprised it took him so long to decide to turn and fight that.
Yeah.
It was so strange. You saw how long Sumail lived?
He was just frozen for so long, and yeah, they didn't want to commit. And unfortunately, maybe they thought Crit had Blink, which he just got.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Bottom tower, let's see, will it get denied?
That's the information in that game, though, right? They didn't see Crit. They don't know where he is, so if they commit and he is there and he has Blink Echo, you're actually just going to feed everybody.
Yep. A blast. Ooh, only Crit here. Meanwhile, Arteezy, he's over here messing with Abed's the Radiant farm.
I like the decision to go the armlet build. I think he might even go for a halberd next. I'm sure he'll think about it, just because right now, you can't go MKB next item on Abed. So if you get evasion along with the Radiance on the Kunkka, you have this huge window where Abed simply doesn't deal damage to these two cores.
And Medusa already struggles with that, and now you're just denying all. She's going to feel pretty useless if that's the case.
Yeah, because I think you need a BKB at some point on the Deuce as well this game, but you're also going to need the MKB. You really need a Butterfly just for both damage and primability.
Let's get this.
He's going to go for the Scotty. This it's fine. I like this. You don't have, he actually can't go Butterfly because his HP pool's too low and there's too much magical damage.
Okay, I didn't have net worth up. What are we at? Okay, we're not too far, and I love
You had
looking
last
at
hits
CS.
until 19 minutes.
Well, it's not 19 minutes. Let's not be rude. It's 18:45, my friend. Those 15 seconds are a big game changer. Smoke through middle.
Oh.
Find anyone they can. Doesn't look like anyone's really out of position. You have all three pretty much just surrounding the Medusa up here. And this is the Dubu, I remember. You fall behind, and he never feels good, because in a losing game, Dubu he's just buying wards and sentries the entire game. And it feels like, right, the kind of position 6, 7, 8, whatever you want to call it, like, has kind of fallen off the way, right? Like, you need farm on all your heroes, it feels like, nowadays.
It's not the same anymore. It kind of makes sense, though, if you think about it, the way Dota's, like, progressed over the years. Every player's 20% of their team.
Yeah.
And you ever talk to, like, Puppy or Kuro about it, they'll discuss how, the first item on a 5 position is way more valuable than the first. Let me rephrase. Items on a 5 mean more than items on other heroes because they simply don't have the gold. But like this medallion, this random Force Staff or Glimmer, like that can change games. It's not as if a core is ever going to be able to buy it. It's very important to ensure your cores, or rather supports get into the game. Because right now it feels like, let's say AAL misses, it's a 4-on-5.
It is, and there's going to be the dunk. Will he be able to bring down? Yes. S4 plus crit. That's just way too much damage right now. Any lockdown with this enchant.
And that was all the Atos. And then the Golem. Follow from crit.
I mean, well, what's that thing you use? LRC?
LRC. Long range cannons, baby.
What's Atos? Long range.
And nice. What's Enchantress?
She's a cannon herself.
There you go.
She is the LRC.
I was just finished.
Oh, there's going to be a sheep. They are going to throw down. This could be a 2-man AA blast. Will it? No, it only hits onto one. It is crit. Crit's already used the ulti. Fly will use his ulti as well. There's going to be a kill on DJ. There's an Atos as well on the Ogre. Abed has that ulti though. Let's chill. Stone Gaze. There's going to be a buyback from Crit. They actually want to take this fight. It looks like from behind there's going to be freeze. Medusa will start getting right click. Will just mant out of the open wounds. On the backside, these wards slowly getting brought down by the creeps. Crit will throw out that stun. Arteezy, he needs to hop into somebody, but he can't. Crit doesn't get there now. Hey, this could be a dieback for Crit. He wants to get out of here. Will they jump forward? They're going to look for him. He just dies. Sleight of Fist brings him down. And S4 doesn't have his heal. He might die as well. Fly, is this just going to be a team wipe? It looks like it. S4 just baiting him in. Oh my goodness. Almost brings down Jabs, but Fly still trying to run and will make it.
It's a great fight for Fnatic. There's a buyback on Crit there too. He diebacked actually.
Yes.
Well, this is a little over eager from EG.
It feels like this AA blast. They keep trying to like fight into it, and Doesn't feel good.
You need these 4-steps. You need
Dire's
the
middle
ability to
tower is under
combo
attack.
break. And as of now, if somebody gets hexed done by Ogre, they're gonna die.
Guess what on the chicken was S4's 4-staff, but, you know, a minute too late. Almost a full BKB now on Sumail.
Yep.
Still a 3K lead, but guess what? You got this Medusa.
Yeah.
You got bloodlust with the Medusa, as you
Look at
talked
what
about.
it used to be. You think about it. They've really done some. They put a significant dent into each lead.
Yeah.
Who still certainly have the edge here, but 4, 5 items in, that's when the Abed Deuce starts to get out of control.
And this Shaman is rich. Look at this Blink Hex bottom with the A blast overstun. No 4-staff behind him. He's just a goner.
They're to look for DJ now. DJ just sitting here eating impetuses. Sumail actually takes the kill.
He spray painted EG on the ground. That's style.
He got him.
What a boss.
Do you think he queued that up just like for this series? Like put that in his...
I'm sure he
Probably, yeah.
I like that. That's style points for sure.
We'll see. We'll see next time we cast our games, if he does it for the same team.
Their lead's gone. Is Fnatic ahead now, would you say?
Like, are they
I'm not sure how to
at the
read
advantage?
the late game. Yeah, like I don't know what's gonna happen like 30 to 40 minutes. That's like all about, I think, execution. But I feel after that, Fnatic will start to pull ahead.
Lifestealer is no longer feeling nearly as good as he used to because of what happened with the map control. You're now killable, as you saw there. The Shaman is scary as all hell. He has the Ether Lens. Once he gets 15, he'll also have the cast range talent with the Blink Dagger. So his like close gap range is pretty nuts.
Well, we are going to see crit.
Oh, that smoke is going straight up to the hill. Fnatic's already top it. Active shrine.
We're chilling. Looks like they might just be looking for a solo pickoff possibly, but no one really that close besides Jabs. He's actually going to go back in, heal.
The BKB, that's huge. EG, no real way of threatening him.
It's going to be X plus a boat. Snake will fly out. They pull him back. There will be the stun. They're going to find Ice as well. He's going to get stunned up. He's pretty damn tanky. He has that medallion as well as a pipe. Just going to throw down. And guess what? Medusa will just throw out the ulti. Light's going to get A. Do we have a 4-step? We do not.
Oh my
It's
God.
looking very, very bad for that. Arteezy trying to run away, but goes down. Crit goes down. Ice goes down on Fnatic's side, but Fly just getting run down. BKB, oh, Impetus, pretty good versus it. He's going to 4-step downhill. Does get the heal up, but gets trapped in, and uh-oh, that's just going to be a kill. S4 is slowly getting brought down, but guess what? Our first gold lead for Fnatic in a while.
Dude, you can see this AA against the Lifestealer, man.
Owning.
The armlet build sounded good in theory, but looking on this game, you know, with hindsight, it feels like he almost needs to get the Radiance build here. Because he's not actually tanky, to your point, BSJ. Like, in fact, Arteezy's barely ahead of the Ember Spirit, even though his laning phase went so much better.
The problem I had with the Kunkka pick was it kind of does the same thing as Lifestealer in this game, and that's why he built Radiance, right? Like you're kind of both heroes are.
You don't need to do that. You could go for like Shadow Blade, earlier BKB, a Drums, which they don't have.
But Kunkka doesn't catch Ember, and then you didn't have absolute last pick, so like they're gonna pick a core that doesn't really care about getting X'd. In that case, the Medusa, like Medusa doesn't really care if she. Like, if it's like a mobile position-based core, you know, if they get X, they're in trouble. But as Medusa, it's like, okay, you X me, now what? And it's just like, what I'm saying is, since I don't like the other way Kunkka could be played in this specific game.
Oh my!
And he's
Uncharacteristic mistake from Crit.
Does he just think he missed it, or?
No, he just missed the W.
Yeah.
He didn't time it right.
He took it too long, or what?
Yeah.
Ouch. That hurts, because now they kind of know, right? You got a Bloodlust Medusa with Scotty Manta. Don't you just take some towers off this?
Yep, they're looking to pressure top, and since they, I was about to say, since they saw all of EG bottom, they were looking on DJ.
Yeah, now they're ahead. Bottom lane is pushed for EG, but Fnatic way ahead, already shoving 2 lanes with catapults active.
That wasn't X Kunkka, actually, so
Dire's top tower
He would have got back, eventually. Well, EG grouping up around middle. Meanwhile, Fnatic doing the same. They're between middle and top. And here comes the A blast. Blind. We'll get hit by it, but glimmered up.
This is where the Fnatic lineup gets spooky, because they have maxed out Bloodlust. You've got an Ember and a Medusa running around near max move speed. Well, not Medusa, but Ember Spirit gets real speed.
Yeah, also got this support hero that is going to play off map with DJ, and he's just such a scary threat.
And EG's not here. They're just going to look to threaten high ground. I love this.
Oh,
yeah, why
do
not?
it.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Creeps
attack.
will spawn. They just bring down the snakes. Yep, S4 is going to try to clear them out. See if he can. There's going to be a Hex plus a freeze, so slow him down. Snakes will do a little damage, but not too much.
This is just forcing them back to base. This is another way to corral people. You can either do it directly by like running at them across the map, or you can just say, hey, if you don't come back, we're going to kill your base.
It's one of those concepts that's been really developed. I think it started at TI7 with Liquid, and since then it's been expanded upon. This idea that you can alleviate pressure around the map by applying it in other areas, and that's now sort of just the wisdom of the scene. Like, that's the way people prefer to defend nowadays. It's just lower risk, because if you're playing enemy side of the map, it's like worst case, you TP back to your own after you force them there. It's a win-win.
Well, one of them's like reactionary, chasing the other team, while the other one's saying like,
you give the other team tempo and try to... It's tough to do that. Teams are too good nowadays. They take little leads and make them win.
There's something we didn't really talk about. This Enchantress taking over the Manta Illusion of Medusa, actually just clearing creep waves with it. Fly, oh my. BKB just straight up popped here. Look at this. Sumail's like, you know what? I'm going to save you. Just kidding. And now the Shrine will be gone. If that boat got a little bit quicker, might have been able to. But that is a BKB down, and I'm sure Ember wants all the time he can, especially against Dakota and an Earthshaker.
True.
Yeah, I said Medusa doesn't really threaten Lifestealer, but he's going Basher after this Deso. Like, if you look at his net worth, right? He has 13,000 net worth, and none of this net worth makes him like harder to kill. Like, yeah, you have an armlet.
I don't like it. I think the Halberd was the pick here. Yeah. Halberd's like the item against Dusa. He's not got a Linken's. It's a 5-second disarm plus the evasion. Like, I really hate minus armors against Medusa as well, because all the damage Mana Shield absorbs is pre-reduction. So the minus armor only affects 40% of the damage, right? So no.
Yeah, it'd be 40%.
Yeah. So wait, are you sure?
Yeah, Mana Shield is 60%.
Okay, yeah.
My bad, I could have looked for you.
Anyway, yeah. So the Deso only matters for 40% of the DPS you're doing to the Dusa, and it just feels like, I don't know. I like Halberd. I like Halberd on like 3 heroes for EG. I want Sumail to get one still.
Well, my idea would have been, if you're thinking Halberd, I would have rather the Lifestealer have the Radiance and like AC and all these like Lifestealer items.
Oh, for sure.
And have Kunkka with the Halberd rather than the Lifestealer.
There is not much it feels like EG can do against this. You got a Solar Crest Wards and a Bloodlusted Butterfly Medusa now hitting Roche.
And that MKB is when it just gets terrible. Like, that's it. That's the 4th item. That's when Medusa just gets unstoppable. Yeah,
I mean, you were talking about itemization, right? Like how earlier on we were watching, it felt like the games from LGD were just so smooth because all the items came together as like one beautiful picture. But this game, it's like you have 2 heroes, in my opinion, on Kunkka and Lifestealer, that are playing the same role. Like, I think Lifestealer wanted to play this role, this Radiance AC, and now he's not allowed to play it because Kunkka's playing it. So now Lifestealer is building like not ideal items, and then I don't know exactly where the problem started. You know, was it a draft issue? Was it like, you know, communication issue? Was it like just an in-game decision where they're like, I'm having a really good game on Kunkka, I'll go Radiance, and then he's like, well, okay, I guess I'm not going Radiance. You know, where did it happen?
That's what makes Dota so complex, right? Because your Sumail, that is the best item for your game. You want to get a Radiance after double bracer when you're that far ahead, but you're now taking that ability away from your hard carry. Perhaps you're punishing him more than you're helping yourself. It's all about balancing it and ensuring that your entire team is in the best position to succeed. This being a 5-on-5 after all, as Valve even pushed us to remember by
it is a team
combining
game.
Solo and team party MMRs.
True.
Indeed. Have you guys been playing a lot of party MMR?
I gave up after a lot of the Smurfs is the problem. So you think that people would stop being, you know,
Goobers.
Exactly, in the top tier MMR, but it doesn't end. It doesn't end.
It never ends. I remember.
Never ends.
I was playing. Yeah, let me engagement.
So maybe just a kill on fly here.
No.
Oh, 4 steps. There's no way. Gets the ulti off, and it actually is doing a little bit of damage. Boat's going to come through, going to help Fly survive a little bit longer. Jabs has to actually get out of there. Impetus, will it be enough? It sure as hell is. They're going to try to turn it around now. Abed is getting melted down, but guess what? That is an Aegis. But the ulti used before, and well, now just trying to right-click. Dubu does get a kill on crit on the backside. Crit did have to buy back, still has the ulti. Impetus goes out, hits Ice, starts going to try to hold Medusa in place, but guess what? Solar Crest from Ice continuously on this Medusa. Doesn't feel like they do that much damage. They're going to try to block him out. There's going to be a BKB. DJ just holding Arteezy in place, and now, didn't even use the ulti on Crit. Crit might just die. Gonna try to permastun, but DJ has that BKB, and see you later, Crit. That's the second dieback this game for Crit, right?
Yeah, the Medusa mana burned the Enchantress. The Enchantress is like really the only threat for the Medusa, right? So once she's solar crested, there's really no other way to kill her. And over the course of that fight, the Enchantress got Mystic Snake twice, and then suddenly does no damage. And also, that's pretty funny, Abed got trapped by DJ's ward, so he was forced to TP to his own shrine just because he got trapped by his teammate's ward.
Whoa. Once again, you saw Yo, Sumail. No
your Earthshaker's
BKB.
dead, bro.
He's dead. He's gone.
No buyback.
The reason I mentioned Earthshaker is because you're allowed to do what he just did if you have an Earthshaker, because you have the long range cancel of the shackles.
He didn't. Was he X back?
No,
like,
he
was
wasn't.
what? He just walked forward. He just died.
He did what Fly did in the mid lane, where he's just like, excuse me, guys.
Coming through.
Coming through.
This looks like it's just going to be one Rax, if not two top. They know they can go up top as well.
He is not looking... Like, I mean, Fnatic's obviously punishing, but this didn't, like, EG had this game, I felt like, in terms of, like, they were in control of the game, they were setting the tempo, and Fnatic just got, like, 3 or 4 crucial kills. Suddenly, the momentum of the game shifted, and... oh, my God.
Oh, man. Talk about adding insult to injury.
Bold statements.
And now even the Ogre, I mean, it's a 33-minute Vlad, but it's flying out. Guess what? Get some damage, get some armor. Have fun, Abed.
Yeah, the value Void Stone on the Ogre from the mana regen.
Oh, and there's he loves it. Matt Midas already back up to 1.1k after buying a full Vlad's, and yep, that's gonna be 2 full sets of racks.
Yo, this Ogre offlane is looking sick. Like, it's actually,
what do you do?
It's like the dream hero for my concept of Dota, because you crush your lane, you're super tanky, you don't care about dying, you just walk in, and then you buy Midas, and suddenly all the rest of your gold for the entire game goes to teamfight items.
Look at his level 15 and 20 talents. 350 health and 400 strength, or 40 strength. 800 health, dude.
Beast mode.
So what? That's 1150 health from talents?
Yeah, 1150. So it's a third of his HP pool right now. Is
decent.
Plus the HP. He's just having a good time.
They're gonna find Crit.
They sure will. We'll get the stun off. We'll get another one. They want to try to do anything else. Now it looks like Crit will just die here.
He's got no buyback. That's the perfect kill. 45 seconds now to kill this tier 2 bot.
As BSJ said, they looked like EG was ahead, and then Fnatic, guess what? They make a couple of good fights. They take these... It feels like they're playing the map a lot better.
Again, just point to, it could be Dubu, finally having that, like, traditional shot caller, but don't forget, of course, Coach March.
The coach in-game, yeah, Coach March as well.
I mean, he did take, Genespos, they really threw that game 4 in that qualifier against Mineski and SCA. Otherwise, you would have seen this brand new team made up of effectively a bunch of rejects.
Yeah.
They would just qualify to TI all of a sudden. Unfortunately, I was talking to Gunner, they did debate themselves. They got a DD, they were going to roast, like, nah, we'll throne.
Every pro's been there at least once, I'm sure.
Unfortunately, some of us have been there. There's a stat. It's like probably like 20 times teams have come back from Mega Creeps in pro games, and 4 of them I was on the losing team that had the Megas.
My philosophy is that if you're just never 1 game away from TI, you'll never lose the 1 game away from TI.
It's true. I've done that a few times too. I really, I find a lot of unique ways to lose. Anyone at home, you have new ways to lose, let me know. Let me try them out. I'm trying to really get the full smorgasbord.
And almost level 25. What do you take? You got the Scotty. You got. Do you take the man or do you take the modifier? It seems like I still see
modifier, man. You're so ahead. Although to your point, maybe you just need to stay alive, right?
I was told that the modifiers are better when you level them, and the mana's better late game. Because it's effectively like 2,500 health.
It's a decent amount.
Sorry. I think he might go mana this game just because they have no tools to burn it, and he's already doing plenty of damage.
Modifiers is like good against them, mana's good for you.
Yep.
Right, so like in this game, since he has this Ogre and everything, why not just build everything for you to be the most powerful?
Snake's actually going to go in for it. Shadow Shaman will get hit, but Abed actually didn't. It was only a solo ult. Crit's already going to die. Now there's a BKB pop by Sumail, but guess what? Abed just stands his ground and fights. Fly is getting a nice juicy ulti, so no one can really fight into him. And it's a 1-for-1 trade.
But it's a buyback. No buyback.
Buyback boots travel on Shaman, so he's in the fight.
He's ready. The wards did get cleared up already, but guess what? You don't have your crit ulti.
Go BKB grip S4.
Yeah, I was going to say he has BKB shackles.
No, he's in the area, but...
Yep, gotta play back. No more ultis from Earthshaker and Crystal.
You might not need to force this issue, though, if you're Fnatic. You don't have level 25 on Deuce, and he's so close.
You just have Vlad, Solar, Lotus, like, I don't know.
There's no crit, too, you're right.
We'll get torrented, slow it down a little bit. S4 will take control, but Mad Illusion instantly dies. Looks like the last tier 3 will be falling here. 14k lead, in comes the boat. Creep wave does get cleared. Abed, he just pops his BKB.
10-second BKB.
Sure, let's just kill this, and let's not. Let's get out.
Sure, let's kill this. Okay.
Never mind, see you later.
Psych.
That's the right call. Crit respawned. He's still just not quite 25. Roche up soon.
Yep, it is may respawn in about 5 here. We'll
you have
see.
the luxury to kind of just like pop that BKB too. Like, you don't need to, just play it safe. Don't let anything go wrong. He did take the modifier.
Oh, it's a real quick Roche. It's literally already up.
And they have the
There's
courier
going to be
scouting
BKB. It might be over before then. We are going to be one. It's just going to be Fly. He will get found. Sentry ward on the ground.
I mean, every hero in this game is important at 38 minutes. Like, even though it's just a 5 position.
He takes the modifier, by the way.
They might not need to do this, but I'm telling you, the Fnatic of the entire year does not make this play.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got him, guys. Let's go win the game. Maybe you do. Maybe you throw. This Fnatic.
Why not do this at this point,
Just,
right? Yeah.
You can't. They can't win. You can only lose.
Oh
and look
my
at that.
God.
A reward for their patience. It is a virtue after all.
What do you think's better, a late game DD or a 2-minute DD?
Late game.
Late game always, yeah.
What if they made DD a 3 halves rune?
What do you mean?
You know, like it gave you 50% instead of double damage.
What did you learn?
It'd still be really good.
Your fractions are way off, dude.
courier has been killed.
What do you mean 3 halves? Okay, it's like a 50% rune instead of a DD rune. Why does it have to be double? You know, like double so much.
Double damage!
That's a good question. It is a decent amount.
I'm just saying, like, if they like
That'd be
everyone
weird. Like, what would the rune be called then? Instead of double damage rune, that'd be the
halves
tough.
rune,
A 3
is it?
halves rune. It'd be a rough one.
I'm so. What? Never mind. 4 staff glimmer on the AA. I just saw. Nice supporting effort from
Dude,
Dubu.
And 1.8k in the bank. Fly, meanwhile, close to that BKB. Has gotten some good ults off, but
I will say, Grant, you seem. We'll see. We'll talk about it at the end of the game. You're not going high ground.
yep. And they look to win. Abed, look at this. He's just right-clicking Sumail. Get a drop? No. Get
He's
it
got the
back
moon
up.
shard too. So he's literally got Bloodlust, Solar Crest, and Moon Shard.
Whoa, there's going to be an ulti on the backside. They will hit onto 2 of them. Will they even be able to bring down the Ember? Not quite yet. BKB gets popped. Crit. See you later. Arteezy gets hexed immediately, and Abed is just eating them all alive. GG's not called quite yet. They are just going to force all the buybacks. Sumail, guess what? This Eye of Scotty, it just slowed him the entire time. See you later, Abed. Are they going to give him the rampage? Fly. Oh, and there's the sentry, there's the rampage, double rampage. No GG's called quite yet. They're going to try to make it away, but no, it's not going to happen. Here comes another double rampage. Will it there be a triple? Sumail, he's sitting there in the base. Will they be able to find him? It is both, though. He's going to be quite tanky in here, but they're still trying. Abed, he's looking for it, but I think the game's going to end, and it does.
They tried so hard to get him the triple rampage. You got to respect the team camaraderie there.
You do, and
They are feeling themselves.
Dude, they are looking. They're just looking good. I mean, these first 4 games we've watched, it seems pretty one-sided from both teams. We had PSG, LGD just straight up owning chaos, and now Fnatic, game 1, they